Girls of the Wilds, Episode 17. The referee signals the end of the fight, and after the bully gets knocked out by MC's high kick. Moon Young congratulates the MC, and Dalal screams for him to take her from the spectator stands. The MC's little brother proudly shouts that the person who won is his brother. Moon Young congratulates the MC again and guides him to the medical center to get his cuts treated. The MC sees Moon Young and falls onto her chest. Moon Young helps him down and asks if he is okay. MC says that he can't feel his legs and has no strength left in his body. The referee asks if the MC can continue fighting. She says that they can have 1 minute rest to stop the bleeding. Moon Young just asks the referee to leave them alone while hugging the MC. Dalal also jumps down to help him. The MC decides to forfeit the match, as he only joined the tournament to fight the bully. While leaving, the MC asks if the bully is okay. Moon Young tells him that he's in the waiting room. Dalal asks why the MC is worrying about an idiot like him, and if the MC thinks that they can be friends now like in a drama. She says that it's too childish, and asks him to forget about it. The MC gets patched up by the doctor, and she tells him to keep the wound clean until it heals. Dalal asks the MC if he wants her to blow on his wound. The MC says that he feels empty and that he can't remember anything he did in the fight. The bully stops in front of the MC and stares at him. Dalal tells the bully to piss off with a thumbs down. The MC tries to talk to the bully, and the bully tells the MC to not think himself better than the bully and says that the MC got lucky as his condition wasn't the best. He asks if the MC really thinks that the bully would lose to someone like him. He tells the MC that he will never change, no matter how much he struggles. He tries to taunt the MC again and asks to face off the MC again soon and promises to kill the MC then and there if they did. Dalal shouts at the redhead from Gu-Ra for not teaching her underclassmen manners. The Gu-Ra coach asks his students to hurry and follow him, and the bully leaves while grinning as if he was the one who won. As he is walking away, the MC asks him to do it now. The bully turns around surprised, and the MC tells him to face off right now as there are plenty of rings in the school. The bully asks if the MC has lost his mind. The MC snaps and tells him not to call him a worker. He throws away his shirts and removes the bandages in his face. Now, seeing that the MC is actually serious, the bully feels scared. The MC says that he will fight the bully right here, right now, and if the bully is thinking about continuing bullying the MC, he won't ignore it as he's not afraid of the bully anymore. And the weak MC he once knew is gone now. Even if he is covered in blood and his bones are broken, he never plans to give up anymore and asks the bully to fight again. The bully can't get his words out for a while, but then he asks if the MC thinks he is afraid of the MC. He then slowly backs away while shaking and then asks the MC to attack him while running away. Dalal says that her self-proclaimed husband is so amazing and cool, and Moon Young says that the MC is a man now. The MC drops to the ground and says that he was totally tense and thought his heart would explode. Dalal asks where her awesome husband go. MC asks her to let him sleep for a while. The MC is relieved that he won the fight. The doctor gets there and asks the MC why he removed the bandages, but the MC is sleeping on the ground with Moon Young and Dalal on either side. The rest of the matches go by way quicker than the MC's fight, and Queen takes the MC's siblings to go see their brother, but when they get to the waiting room, they find the MC sleeping with Moon Young and Dalal. MC's sister tries to wake her brother up, but her twin stops her, and says that it's a significant time for their brother, and asks her to let their brother sleep. Queen looks a little frustrated, and she goes next to them with a marker and starts to write something. She then calls someone to talk about the event match she was supposed to have later. The twins don't understand what she is doing, but they think she's acting a little strange. The halftime of the prelims have finished, and 4 contestants have already been selected for the main rounds, and before the second half beginning, there will be an 1-hour intermission, during which Queen was supposed to perform an event match, but that suddenly got cancelled. Moon Young and Dalal get told that they will be the ones who will be fighting instead. The referee says that it was an order from her superior and asks her to get ready in the next 10 minutes. The referee says that the event match is to demonstrate a new rule that comes into play this year and asks them to show how it works. The referee thinks that Moon Young and Dalal have markings on their face for the fan services, but they have no idea that they got the doodles on their face. The MC tries to warn them, but Dalal cuts him off and asks him to go in as a coach as well. She says that it's normal for contestants to coach each other, and Moon Young also says that it's easy as he just needs to stand there. The MC agrees to do it after Dalal's convincing. The caster explains the event match to the viewers as a demonstration match with the new rules which will be applied in the main rounds as well. Previously, the contestants were not allowed to use wooden swords or weapons in the tournament, and the people who did use them had to participate in a smaller tournament of their own. But new rules allow the participants to use wooden swords and poles, which are manufactured with cushioning material and provided to them by the tournament. They are made to weigh 4 ounces to match that of the gloves, however punches are forbidden for people who use them. 2 fighters from the Martial Arts Society were invited to show the pole and sword, and Moon Young and Dalal to represent the wilds. Everyone in the crowd starts to laugh as soon as they see their faces, but they misunderstand the crowd's reaction and think that the crowd is cheering for them. The siblings call Queen a devil for doing this in their thoughts as she sips on her tea. The referee asks both Dalal and her opponent to bow and get ready, but Dalal is too busy waving at the crowd. Moon Young tells her not to be too rough, and Dalal says that she will go nice and easy. Her opponent is not much of a talker. As Dalal was laughing, her opponent pokes her with the pole and Dalal falls over and rolls back. Moon Young makes fun of her for rolling away like that. Her opponent spins her pole and slams it to the ring and says that slacking during a spar is not courteous to her opponent. Dalal gets up and asks why her opponent is talking like that. She says that the attack her opponent did hurt her, but her opponent is already jumping in for another attack. Dalal looks at her opponent, and with puppy dog eyes, asks if she would attack someone so cute as Dalal. She gets hit right in the face and whacked into the ground. The opponent says that she isn't a fan of matches that are for the sake of being on TV and that Wilds can't call itself a place for martial artists. She started Tai Chi as soon as she could walk, and he was called a prodigy so many times that she got sick of the word. She started to train because it was her father's wishes, but she started training harder once she figured out that it was martial arts. Once she got into the martial society, she started harder and harder, even if no one was watching or cheering for her. She didn't care what others thought about her style. People seem to like flashy and extreme fights. On TV, there are various mixed martial arts, and when she thought about how much effort they put into their respective fields, she feels respect for their work, but then she started to wonder why they displayed all of that and why they fought. She wondered if they just practiced to show their strength and hear the cheers. But she is certain now that the Wilds League is a place where people show off and receive the adoration of the crowds. She thinks that this isn't real martial arts. She calls them fakes. She tells Dalal to not call herself a martial artist. Dalal tries to act cool so it looks like she can't be bothered because it's just an event, but inside, she is just embarrassed. Moon Young makes fun of Dalal being beat up. Dalal is surprised that her beauty doesn't work on her opponent and asks if her opponent knows why she doesn't wear gloves. Her opponent says that she doesn't care. Dalal tells her anyway that if she used her fists, it would be unfair, and says that she is feared for her kicks also. She kicks, but it gets easily blocked, and she gets thrown down to the ground again. Dalal is surprised this time, and Moon Young is having the time of her life. She smiles again to hide her embarrassment. The twin-tailed girl remembers that she once failed the entrance test to the martial society in middle school, so she thinks that the people from there should be very strong. Dalal tries to kick again but gets whacked down once more. Dalal gets really angry now and her opponent tells her to try as many times as she wants. But she is also surprised to see Dalal stand up after being hit properly. She remembers when the referee gave them their weapons, she told them that there is no need to worry about the weapons breaking, as they were tested to withstand large amounts of shock. She wonders if the buff material is making the hits weaker, although the weight feels right. Dalal's movement changes and the opponent wonders if Dalal is trying for real now. But even if she tries, she says that Dalal is still a fake, and swings at her again, but this time Dalal dodges and kicks her right in the face. But the opponent dodges the kick and goes for Dalal's open leg, but Dalal dodges the swing with a handstand. Dalal tries to trip her opponent, but she just jumps over Dalal's attack. But the next one can't be dodged due to the ring size. so she decides to block it with the weapon and counterattack. She remembers when they were asked by the referee to take it lightly, as their opponents are both S-rank fighters and as they are the guest invited by the Wilds. The referee would rather the guest not get hurt. Dal's opponent blocks the attack with her pole, but the attack destroys the pole and goes straight through.